Welcome to another episode of The Daily Practice. The window is open, the request lines are open, the hourglass is flipped, and the sand is falling. Let's get to work. Here he is, our troubadour, Nathan Moore.
Well, the songs just sound better on a transistor radio with a cold one in my hand in the woods. And the food I desire is from an open fire, burned a little bit, just tastes so good. Let's go all the way next time, deep down in the hollow. Let's go all the way next time, deep down in the hollow. The songbirds singing, they can handle my secrets, and the moon looks at me like a fool in love. There's just something about the crickets that choir past the fences that seems to come from above. Let's go all the way next time, deep down in the hollow. Let's go all the way next time, deep down in the hollow. Back to the crackles and the creeks, to the grass beneath my feet, to the sudden flowers, the busy buzzing of bees. Back to the faces on the people, gathered in the joy of just being beneath trees. Let's go all the way next time, deep down in the hollow. Let's go all the way next time, deep down in the hollow. Let's go all the way next time, deep down in the hollow. Let's go all the way next time, deep down in the hollow. Welcome to practice, folks. It is much to my chagrin, I have to congratulate the Eagles on their victory tonight. It doesn't make me too sad because that's my brother's team. And I was out there at his house. I just got back minutes ago, just jumping right onto the horse here. And they were playing my team, which makes it tougher. But it was his birthday, so I'll let him have that one. Congratulations, Eagles fans. It was a solid win. Good evening. Boy, I tell you what, I sure did have fun last night. Thanks for your patience out there. And if it's not everyone's cup of tea, but some people really liked it. I had a blast. I tried to record a demo of one song last night just to mix it up in case you missed it. And we picked a song sort of at random, and then I had an hour to make a demo out of it. I ended up breaking that rule because when the time ran out, I hadn't even sung a vocal on it yet, so we had to keep going a little bit. It ended up being a couple hours, and I gotta be honest, I did do a little bit more work on it after I went off air. Maybe I'll play you the final mix for our leaving song today, but it was so fun. And I gotta say, I woke up today and I listened to that track, and it's one of my favorite tracks I've ever produced. And it was really fun. My team is the Washington Commanders. I even had the new Washington Commanders shirt and everything. My childhood team was the Pittsburgh Steelers. All right, well, I'm ready to get back to business as usual. It was fun to mix it up last night, and it was very inspiring for me, but I'm ready to pick up where we left off. Back to our long journey ahead. Imogene, come over last Sunday. Spiral, Sound of Amelia singing, Idiot Man, back in 15 minutes. Wait, Idiot Man's on. Imogene and Idiot Man are two I couldn't do off the top of my head, but I'm willing to give them a go. We'll look them up. I think from now on, I'm not going to necessarily worry about doing them in order. I'll just pick from the request list whatever hits me. I do have all the toys ready, but I have no desire necessarily to use them. I'll do it as I get inspired to do so, but you can add that to your requests if you want, if you have an idea in mind. Oh, you're right, Carl. Good to see you, buddy. There was a fight in the alley one night. Tensions were tight as a band. One man had broken a bottle, held it in his right hand. An awful crowd had gathered round him, cheering them down in the dark. At first no one could hear the sound when all at once it fell free as a lark. It was the sound of Amelia singing, oh, up in her room. Oh, notes fell soft as petals, oh, seemed like they fell from the moon. See, her voice was the voice of an angel. No sweeter sound a man can hear. Stole right away with their anger. All the darkness disappeared. Even the one that was holding the bottle, it was as though he snapped out of the spell, and the other one hung his head too. Both knew that voice so well. That was the sound of Amelia singing, up in her room. Notes fell soft as petals, oh, seemed like they fell from the moon. It hovered like heaven, hung in the invisible air. All the men all went their ways. Me, I just stood there, hoping she'd hold a little longer. Every note she'd say, and walking home that brutal evening, I could smell the flowers of spring, thanks to the sound of Amelia singing. Up in her room, oh, notes fell soft as petals, seemed like they fell from the moon. Yay, great request. That was fun. I'm going to refresh the list here. Thank you, Life with Boomerang. Yes. I love that we can just call it the Boomerang. So savvy. What was the piano idea that I just saw? Hey, Justin, welcome to the show. On piano, is that possible for the Paperboy on banjo? No, that has those weird chords in it. And it really relies on that A droning. I bet it would be fun, though. Be a cool sound on that song. What song was the piano suggestion? Oh, Idiot Man on piano. Right? I'm trying to remember what key I do come over on piano, too. I think it's A. Strike up the piano music. Follow me, everybody. Let's go now. Over to the piano. Come on, kids. Got to see my niece and nephew, which was really rad. My nephew, Elliot, he's 3 years old and is sort of a math prodigy. It's very interesting. So we all just get to sit around going, well, what's 3 times 18, Elliot? It's so wild. All right, luckily I have an official iPad on the piano now, so I can see your beautiful chats and get the lyrics when I need them. And I need them now. Idiot Man, how do you go? Words of hope aren't likely to float. Words of scorn aren't likely to rise. Words of change go up in flames right in front, right in front of our eyes. Right in front of our eyes. Sort of, maybe. Gospel songs come out all wrong for who as the Savior dies. And protest songs will half sing along while the other half sits and cries. While the other half sits and cries. God, you're an idiot man. God, you're an idiot man. Bailing a boat out with a just a no-brainer. Might not be long on dry land. God, you're an idiot, man. Wrapped in the tale of the silly and frail, the child doesn't know the old lies. And God can't tell if we're going to hell, but God knows the devil plays nice. God knows the devil plays nice. Time is money, and money is power, and power corrupts what it buys. Pulling the petals off love's fragile flower, sitting underneath falling skies. Sitting underneath falling skies. God, you're an idiot, man. God, you're an idiot, man. Bailing a boat out with a strainer, it's just a no-brainer. Might not be long on dry land. God, you're an idiot, man. Wrong harmonica. It's like a tongue twister, this. When do we strike? And who do we kill? What if justice just covers her eyes? What if she might? Does that make it right? What if she's just one of the guys? What if she's just one of the guys? I went walking today, and the folks along the way hate thinking that we aren't wise, as we fall on our swords for the Darwin Awards, and our only question is how many tries? Our only question is how many tries? God, you're an idiot, man. God, you're an idiot, man. Bailing a boat out with a strainer, it's just a no-brainer. Might not be long on dry land. God, you're an idiot, man. God, you're an idiot, man. God, you're an idiot, man. Bailing a boat out with a strainer, it's just a no-brainer. Might not be long on dry land. God, you're an idiot, man. That was really hard because I didn't know the chords or the words. If I knew either one of them, it would have been way easier. But trying to read and needing to look at, I couldn't look at two things at one time, and it was very, very hard. But if I knew the words, it would be really fun on piano. I think that was a good call. Oh, wait, go back to the Discord. I remember the words to come over. you say things, the things you do, that sound you make, the way you move. Reckon I'll be begging in a day or two for you to come over. We can watch a movie on the floor. We can order things, they will bring them to the door. Always something, sometimes nothing, never bored when you come over. Hey, on the way, could you pick me up a pack? Cover me, and I will get you back. When you come over. I live just across town, 2,000 miles. When you get here, we can just walk a while, or sit out on the rooftop and smoke and smile when you come over. Could you pick me up a pack? Cover me, and I will get you back. When you come over. When you come over. Come over. When you come over. Nice request. That was fun. Words of hope aren't likely to float. Words of scorn aren't likely to rise. Words of change go up in flames right in front of our eyes. Right in front of our eyes. God, send me back in, Coach. Send me back in. Thank you, Dustin. Felt good. I just learned something. I just figured something out. In the casino, I wasn't gambling. I knew I was going to lose. I walked forever, but I wasn't rambling. I was just trying on some shoes. I met a teller, she told me fortune. She knew I might not have any. 2.22's exactly what I was down to. $2, 2 dimes, 2 pennies. Thank you, life, for the light I'm given. Thank you, life, for the life I'm living. I got my soda pop, I got my lighter, I got my pink bubble gum. Got a hot mama, me lying beside her when all is said and done. Can't wait to get there. First I gotta go too far, it's hard work playing the fool. I know a shortcut, but it's through the graveyard. Thank God the moon is full. Thank you, light, for the light I'm given. Thank you, light, for the life I'm living. Oh, it's so hard. Just doing free-form looping. I'm so used to doing it with drum loops where it's all quantized. find it unless you're looking. It might be right before your eyes. We'll give it a try, but don't try too hard. You might become addicted to your size. And friends might avoid you, and strangers might stare. Well, you gotta do what you gotta do. I'm just telling you, it gets weird out there. Thank you, lights, for the light I'm giving. Thank you, light, for the light I'm living. Oh, I'm so glad I didn't give up trying to make something happen for us there. Fun request. It is hard to just create a rhythm loop and then build on top of it, because it's not going to line up, because it's free. It's not a set amount of time. Living and learning. Got to practice everything. Swaby, good to see you. All right, I'm going to look at the list again. I feel like there's a couple I haven't seen yet. All right, let's see here. These are all calling to me in different ways. I think I'm going to do Dustin's request for Over Last Sunday, and then Magpie's Nowhere From Here to Go. That's my plan at the moment. Tentative. I penciled it in. Who knows what's going to happen by the time I tune this guitar up. All week long I've been writing down the wall, writing and writing and writing, erasing it all. Never set my watch, just couldn't take the time. But I was over last Sunday and she didn't seem to mind. Everyone outside is choosing sides. Silly me, I still think they're alright. Don't know why they have to draw the line, but I was over last Sunday and she didn't seem to mind. Now if I could just shut up for 5 minutes, I might be alright. I might be fine. Stuck in a groove, my record skips my name. Sometimes my better angels know such shame. Some of my pain isn't even mine. last Sunday and she didn't seem to mind. Now if I could just shut up for 5 minutes, I might be alright. Yeah, I might be fine. So much I've learned I never really wanted to know. And lately I've been letting myself go. You wouldn't recognize me from behind, but I was over last Sunday and she didn't seem to mind. Yes, I was over last Sunday and she didn't seem to mind. I was over last Sunday and she didn't seem to mind. Yes, I was over last Sunday and she didn't seem to mind. Ah. Fun request. Cheers. I just flashed on a bit of a memory that maybe I originally wrote Nowhere From Here to Go with finger picks. Is that possible? I need to get back into the finger picks. I want them in regular rotation too, so I can remember how to use them. I might have jumped the gun though. I'm probably going to have to tune this when I put the capo on. I feel like that's a definite sign my guitar needs a setup. It's time. God, what if it plays and sounds way better than it already does after a proper setup? Ooh, never know. Or... oh. For those guitar players out there, my new trick on over last Sunday, it's an F. I tuned the low E string up to an F. It's just a half step, so it's right there. Drop F. It's fun. It is nowhere from here to go. No place I feel like staying. Perhaps I've accomplished my goal, but I got no home and it's cold. I ain't playing. I sat by while the Burning Man burned. Rode by the houses, it was never my turn. I cracked jokes like eggs on the head of my dog. Now I'm looking for work, held at bay by the fog. We both know that it's all ready. We both know my eyes are a little closed. We both know that I'm just tired, and that no one like me has ever froze. I just lay down beside one too many who will never know me at all. And now I leave as lonely as autumn leaves fall. And there's nowhere from here to go that I haven't been a million times, where my flag has not been planted, where I haven't lived a million lives. I even slept when the world wept its soul, and everyone settled in behind their eyes. I was riding on a train burning coal, not prepared at all for my surprise. With my 2 feet, 2 hands and all, I step out onto the sidewalk, stretch a wet finger for the wind, listen out to hear my call. I've held tight against all the bargain sorrows, and I hollowed out a man for her to fill. I'm getting restless in these deep breaths I borrow from the quiet of these dead rolling hills. Hey, save one for the kid from Virginia, and roll one for the ladies at the March of Dimes. Take one last look from my waking and steal away with my victorious rhymes. Me, I sat down to a game of cards with the 4 winds. I'm telling you, none of them can deal worth a damn. I was feeling so lucky up till then. Come round to me and couldn't even find my hand, couldn't even find my hand. And now there's nowhere from here to go, but poured from my eyes at the speed of light. Oh, the ground beneath me is shaking, and I'm as still as the stars in the night. Oh, November, you're so funny. I bet you won't even recognize me in the spring. No, I bet I'll be there with my honey, dripping all over everything. Man, I heard voices at the end of that. I had to look over towards the door. I think it was just angels or something. Nice request. Feel like it's been a while since I've done that one. Looks like I can sneak one more in before the leaving song. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. Spiral, I'm going to do your You Got This request. Here's hoping they can reach us. You know, life's finest teachers, the ones to show us how to do what must be done. And I don't mean abstractly, I mean matter-of-factly, the nuts and bolts of flying to the sun. But who can show us where to look? How will we know what must be done? I know it's written in a million books, but we can't read every one. Some say God has a plan for every woman, child, and man, of all the things to think that might be true. And I don't mean abstractly, I mean matter-of-factly. I can't play piano, can you? But who can show us what it meant when first a string tied to a bow? How do we find our instrument? Who knows? Sort of prayer to get up and go out there, to know your feet can find a sacred path. And I don't mean abstractly, I mean matter-of-factly. Once you're on it, you ain't ever looking back. I have no idea how it works from where we get our gifts, but each of us, I'm sure, something nobody else is. You got this. You got this, you got this, you got this, you got this, you got this. Ooh la la, felt so good tonight, so good tonight. Well, I'm looking forward to tomorrow night already. I will be back at midnight sharp. We still have to do a leaving song. Cheers, everybody. We did it again. Our glass is empty. My heart is full. Happy birthday to my brother, Joe. Congratulations on that terrible victory his team had tonight. And I think I'm going to mix it up just a little bit, just for the archive purposes of YouTube, just so the history's complete. Looks like I need to brighten this. I wonder if I could brighten. It's a little late in the show to be fixing the lighting. But maybe instead of messing with filters and camera settings, just cutting this light up a little bit. How about that? Getting ready for tomorrow night. But like I say, last night we did something different because we've been working so hard in here. I figured we deserved a night off. So instead of playing requests all night, we took one request and recorded a demo. And my rule was I had an hour to do it. I'd turn over the hourglass, and then I had an hour to do it. And the show ended up being 2 hours long. I even laughed at myself because just do the math. I didn't even do the math. I was so naive. I'm still such a silly child a lot of the times in terms of just doing the math. If a song is, the length of the song matters. A 3-minute long song versus a 5-minute long song, two completely different things. Because each instrument that you add, you have to play the song from the top to the bottom. So you got to play it for each instrument. You have to allow the length of the song at least. So a 5-minute long song in an hour could have 12 instruments on it. And that's without, that's just if you could do it back to back, back to back. A 3-minute song, on the other hand, could have 20 instruments on it. You see the math that I never even considered? It's an interesting math. Well, let's get some lighting here for a little listening party, because I am super proud of the end result. For a 2-hour long, I did a little work on it. After I went off air, I admit I fixed a piano thing. I didn't replay anything. The instruments are all how they went down. I did re-sing it. I did add a harmony after I went off air, and I added a tambourine on the chorus. So let's have a listening party. This is just so it's in the YouTube archives. This is the end result of last night's experiment, the in about an hour train track of Sentenced to Rooftops. An online live stream demo. It's one of my favorite tracks ever. I tried singing my songs, but I woke the missus. Went out in the yard, but the neighbors rose. Walked down the street, then come the police. So that's the way the song goes. Get me out of this jail, gotta hit those high notes. Gotta stop my foot on the refrain. Oh, but the judge just sentenced me to the rooftops. And then only when it rains. I tried the afternoon, like lighting a candle in the middle of the day. Sure, it gives off light, but it don't matter, 'cause no one needs it then anyway. Get me out of this jail, high notes. Gotta stop my foot rooftops. And then only when it rains. Tried not singing at all. I really thought I could do it. I went 4 days, then it all came out so loud. I didn't even know I could do that. They sure throwing the key away on me now. Get me out of this jail. Gotta hit those high notes. Gotta stop my foot on the refrain. Oh, but the judge just sentenced me to the rooftop. And then only when it rains. And then only when it rains. Yeah! Woohoo! I love how that picture is filling the windows, Swaby. That's awesome. Yeah, I mean, I gotta say, the pressure, in about an hour, tracking the whole thing live on the air, it just put me in a place where I could not overthink things. And that track, I listened to it on my phone on the way back in my truck on the way back from my brother's tonight. And it sounded great. I was like, that's one of the best tracks I've ever produced because I didn't have time to mix the life out of it. Now, Swaby could testify. I tend to overthink things and mess with them until they're sort of not wiggling anymore. And I'd kill another patient. If I was a doctor, I would have a true crime series about me on Netflix right now. But I'm not. I'm a musician. Every patient he got his hands on, he over-operated. He just kept going. Sir, I believe he's back to life. Well, I'm not done yet. It's not perfect. Okay, we lost him. Yeah, we lost another one. Looking forward to tomorrow night. I'll be back at midnight sharp. Tell all your friends. Tell your ma. Tell your pa. Our love is going to grow wall to wall. You go out there. Go get them. Give them heaven. Show mercy. Be silly. Be honest. And always trust your Kate. Bye.